Welcome to the Black Gay History Channel. Please share this video and subscribe to this channel for more captivating content. I recently stumbled on a great documentary on the free streaming service Tubi that really touched my heart and is definitely worth the watch. Born This Way is the 2013 gay Cameroonian documentary that tells the story of several gay Cameroonian citizens who share their life stories of finding community and support through incredibly traumatic experiences like being assaulted for being gay in their neighborhoods in Douala and Yaoundé. In the intro to the documentary, we are introduced to a lesbian couple, one who never shows her face for safety reasons. They share their opinions on openly gay PDA in Cameroon and how impossible that would be because they would definitely get harassed in the streets. We are also introduced to Cedric, a young gay man who lives in the city away from his family and talks frankly about his life as a gay man. Cedric is aware that people in his neighborhood know he is gay, which is why he gets the impression his neighbors don't like him and he seems somewhat isolated. I was actually surprised to see that he did go to a gay club with many gay couples dancing together having a great time. I did wonder, however, if this was an openly gay club or an underground gay club that wasn't open to the public. Though Cedric didn't feel welcome in his neighborhood, it was endearing to see he at least had some friends to lean on, even if in his neighborhood he was less than welcome. We also were introduced to Gertrude, a young Cameroonian lesbian who wants to come out to one of the most important people in her life, a nun who helped raise her since she was 6. Gertrude also shared a terrifying and traumatic experience she survived on the city streets. She and 2 of her friends were attacked by a group of men who called them lesbians, sexually assaulting them all, leaving one of her friends in a coma, and her other friend who didn't even survive the encounter. Gertrude only found out about what had happened to her and her friends after she'd woken up from being unconscious for 5 days. These men had chased Gertrude and her friends, calling them lesbians. Let's be clear. Homophobic attacks like these are common in many African countries to this day, particularly for lesbian women. So-called corrective rape is a part of that problem. According to Wikipedia, this term was coined in South Africa because of this common recurrence where many lesbian, bisexual, and queer women have endured sexual assaults by men to supposedly make them straight. The reason why these toxic patriarchal societies want to stop LGBTQ movements is because they know that gender equality for women and LGBTQ rights go hand in hand. If men are held accountable for the abuse they inflict on women or anyone who doesn't play into their gender expectations, then that means people are free to be who they want, regardless of what's between their legs. There was also an important scene where the documentarians interviewed activist lawyer Alison Khan, a Cameroonian lawyer who has been trying her best to protect Cameroonians who had been jailed and prosecuted under the anti-gay laws in the country. Khan shared some of the cases she worked on, and let me tell you, homophobia is so ridiculous. I really hate that people are treated this way. 2 of her clients were jailed for 5 years for being caught wearing slightly tight clothing. These 2 people, who were likely assigned male at birth, were jailed for 5 years for wearing tight clothing. They weren't even wearing dresses, like that should even matter. Cedric also shared a story of his life being threatened by a group of men in his neighborhood late at night, leaving him traumatized. Cedric also wants to come out to his loving mother, but is terrified someone he loves so much will leave him out in the cold. Though this film is over 10 years old, I'm certain that these experiences of people like Gertrude and Cedric are incredibly common, even for many of us who live in countries that do have supportive legislative measures for LGBTQ people. I hope that in the last decade, Cameroon has become a more tolerant country, because in the future we are going to need to come together as a collective to survive climate change. It still looks like legally in 2024, LGBTQ people in Cameroon have no protections for LGBTQ people in the country. You'll have to watch Born This Way to find out if Gertrude and Cedric come out to their loved ones. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Born This Way in the comments.